Oh, nice. What's up, guys? Already some people here. Let me shout out to the Senate Trader group. Let them know I'm hopping on. Give me just a second.
Love you, babe. I won't be home too late.
Love you, buddy.
See you later.
Have a good one. Be safe out there.
Thanks, we'll do.
All right. What's up, guys? Hey, I just got last night I had a call. I don't know if Javier is gonna get on, but I just want to play you guys this 20-second clip that I got. I'm really stoked about.
From actually getting towards that path where I had went to college, went to job, and then I saw the ad for this trader, and I went that path instead. Amazing. That was probably the greatest choice I ever made.
Let's go. That's it. That's it. I just really stoked. So yeah, the mentorship and all that, I only share the things that really got me to higher levels of freedom and continue to do so. And with that intention and creating the course and everything with the intention of like I need more friends around me who are consistently doing well with trading, and yeah, it provides awesome results. So it's all about intention. That's why we do everything, right? So to connect that, with trading, initially my intention with trading was just to make money to quit a job, and then I got that. And then after I hit that, I'm like, shoot, now what? I live in Mexico, got cash in the bank. I don't need to do anything except for go to the beach, required, right? So what? And my trading slowed down, so obviously my income slowed down, but I was chilling. Like it's like what's the point? And I'm really, a creator at heart. We all are. So I was driven to like, okay, what would be the coolest thing? What would be awesome? It would be like, I was like, yeah, what if I could teach someone to do this? So I tried to teach some friends for free, and they didn't value it. It didn't work. Did that for like a few months, and then I started charging a little bit. Like, I'll do $150. I'll teach you a few sessions, and I had one friend who kind of picked it up, but then same thing. Then someone came to me and said, like, listen, if you really want to teach people, like, to be honest, unless people pay a little more, they don't really value it, and that's why the results don't come. So I took that to heart, and I raised the price, and I charged 1,500 for my first client, a real organized, and I created a whole organized program. And that was in 2020 September, around there. And his name's Brooksy. You guys can look him up on Instagram. His Instagram is Devocean, Divocean. He's a DJ now. He's a music producer because of trading. 3 months we took him through the process. As my first client ever. And it was like also when crypto started running, so I was sharing with him crypto and everything. So I think January, February 2021, he put in 20 grand into the market, and he popped off like 80K or 90K or something like that on top of that. So he turned into, I think it was like, he said he turned into about around 120 after just 6 months or 8 months. I'm sorry. So he basically made just under 100K after 8 months. He's like, you know what? I want to be a music producer. I was trying to get him to help me now with the Ascendant Trader, but yeah, he went to go do music. So trading for him was a stepping stone. But what I'm getting at, the reason why, you see what shifted is, first of all, I started to have the intention of I really want to teach someone this. And when he learned, by the way, I was like, all right, it's over. I'm gonna teach 100 people how to become free from trading. And now it's grown so much more. Now I'm like, dude, 100? Like, come on. So now, with the fund and Atlantis and everything, it's expanded. But yeah, it's important to mention intentions. When I had the intentions for trading to make money, it took me to a certain level, but then I got bored. Because I had reached my intention. My intention was I want to be able to live anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world and make an income and be fine. And I did that. And so then when my intention came, I want to teach others to be free. Well, then I had another reason to trade and to show people like, hey, this is what you can do, but it's not now just for my own money. And it was more inspiring for me, you know, to it relit that flame of excitement because I didn't have, you know, a whole goal for trading after that. And so I then started to hire mentors for myself, of course, coaches and everything around that same time. And the biggest, one of the biggest things I learned was really having a long-term vision and a reason why, you know, that once again, this is the intention, why you do things. So if you're here to trade just to make money, why, right? What's the point? Because if it's money you want, all right, let me give you a shoebox with $1 million in it. But listen, you just have to put it in your closet. Okay. You can't spend it, but you can tell everyone you're a millionaire. It's like, okay, well, now the money's pointless. I can't use it. You know what I'm saying? So if your focus is just money, it's not going to be the most fun, and you're not going to be able to see the highest levels that you could see of money and other things. But when we're trading and doing anything in life, and we have a strong intention behind it, a reason why, trading specifically, what I teach people is to, you know, as you're going live in your account, your trading account, start setting goals, because you can focus on dollar amounts, but once again, that's not inspiring. But what I do is, to a certain point, you know, I'm gonna say like money motivates people to a certain point, and then after that, it's like it's not a big motivator. So when you have reasons behind why you want to make the money, it's not, oh, I want to make 500K this year. You know, it's, oh, I want to make 500K so then I can buy my farm, you know, and build my off-grid home, you know, that like having that mindset. Or I want to make $300,000 to pay my mom's house off, right? You have a reason behind what you're doing, and so you're not just going for the money, right? So I challenge you, if you don't already have a bit of a plan of why you're trading, why you're investing, why you're learning, to start to build that. One of the most powerful things that you can do for this is to create a 90 years goals list. 90 years goals list. And no matter what age you are, okay, I've talked about this with some friends, but we're going into an era where you, as long as you have money, you can buy new organs and all that stuff easily. So, you know, lifespan is not a question really anymore. We're going into this new world. It's moving fast. ChatGPT will tell us how to print organs and stuff, but let alone we're already doing it. What I'm getting at is 90 years out, I want you to expand your vision larger than you've ever expanded it before, and really think, what if I could do, have, see, and experience all of it? What would I choose? What would I do? And so when you write out your list of 90 years goals, the way I would do it is, for the first 10 years, start with year 1, 3 to 5 things, year 2, 3 to 5 things, right? So 2023, 24, 25. And then when you get to the 2030s, then you do it by decade, 3 to 5 things at least. And you're going to find it's really difficult to do. Another thing that I like to, that I did, a mentor taught me, was to write out a list of 100 different material things that if you could, that you would get, even if it's once again, a farm or a car, a van or whatever. And it's really hard. It was, for me, really hard to come up with 100 things that I wanted. I just kind of decided in my life, well, I don't need these things. I'm fine with this. And I limited my experience because I'm like, I'm fine with what I got. I can make do with what I got. But in reality, true abundance is, you know, super abundance is having access to everything, right? Where we can do anything we want all the time, have access to anything we want, zero liability, which is why we're creating Atlantis, is to have that. But I lost my train of thought there for a second. But beyond the point. So I gotta connect it. Come on, bring it back. It's okay. We'll pause the flow. We'll take a breath. Yeah, intention is the most important thing. I can go on tangents to over explain things, but I over explain to get the point across. And so I want to challenge you with this list, with this 90 years goals list, and the potential 100 material things. Oh, that's where we're connecting it. So with the 100 material things, it can be easy to be like, oh, I don't need this. I don't need it. And it's like a limiting mindset. We limit ourselves to a smaller experience because of our belief system. Sometimes it's like, okay, well, I don't need this, or I've lived life without it, never had access to a private jet, so I don't need it, right? But in reality, there's a lot of benefits to different things. And in my opinion, no matter who you are, no matter how spiritual you claim to be, I actually believe that we have to master the material realm fully before we can ascend to higher realms. And it means, yes, financially is a big part of that. But more than financially, I believe we also get, like, when I say fully master, I mean like be able to change matter with our minds, which is what we do with manifestation. That's literally what manifestation is we're changing the matter around us. But to practice that to where we can do it really fast could take a lot of lifetimes, right? Could take this lifetime, who knows? But anyways, yeah, start to expand your mind. So 90 years with the goals, things that you want to experience, place you want to travel, you want to pay houses off for your friends, your family, buy cars, fly to the moon, go to Mars. Do it. Write this list out. Dream big. That alone will start to expand your mind into higher levels of abundance. And once again, what if I really could have it all? What would I choose? Right? So heck yeah. Thanks, guys, for listening to my rant. I'm open for questions. Other than that, I'm gonna go through some charts. I might focus on since crypto's been moving. I can only do one or the other. I can't do forex trading, focusing on the forex charts and focusing on the crypto charts. It's if crypto's not moving or going down, then I'll focus on forex. Because it's consistent income, right? Crypto's long term, and but when crypto's moving, there's a lot of opportunity. But crypto is different. It's either moving a lot and really fast, or it's not moving at all, So it can get boring, and that's why, once again, forex. I would not recommend day trading crypto at all. When I trade, I swing trade, and if I make a crypto trade, it's like I'm going to be in it for at least like a week to 2 weeks. So sometimes things happen faster. I talked about Dogecoin last weekend, and I was out of that trade in like 2-3 days because it pumped. I missed a full so I got it up to like 8.5 cents and I got out. I'm like, okay, resistance at 10 cents. And then it went up to 10 cents a couple days later. So patience is key with this, but still made pretty good money from that. So yeah, looking good.
Oh,
Heck yeah. Let's check BTC out. Let me share my screen 1 sec.
hey, on that Doge trade, what were you leveraging it on? Were you
Like,
using MetaTrader?
nope, Bybit. So if
Okay.
you go into Discord, I posted my referral link that gives us both benefits. If you go into crypto news, or wait, might be in crypto chat. Yeah, let me just search Bybit. Let me find it. BYBIT 325. I guess this is. Here's my referral link. Let me reply to it in the crypto chat. And the referral link gives you access to up to, like, with different things, you can do up to $5,000 USDT in bonuses. I've realistically earned, like, from me doing that, clicking on my friend's referral, like 800, 900 bucks. So just like the way you trade and all that. And then for me, it gives me discount on my trading fees for you signing up. So, and if we get a bunch, it's not really like Bybit long term. I'm only doing Bybit for leverage trading small amounts. And when I'm trading, by the way, it's like 3% of my whole crypto portfolio that is actually in Bybit, and it's nice because you can go, like, you guys saw on the Dogecoin trade. I was so confident in it. I turned the leverage up. So what that means is that I'm putting less money in to trade with a lot more. So I mean, I get the benefit of the higher wins, but I get the risk of the higher losses as well. So yeah. So on this one, I separated the trade. I'll just show you my derivatives account at least. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I'm holding other crypto here that I don't plan on holding long term, but I'll show you the derivatives. And so from the Dogecoin trade, I'm down a little bit, but yeah, I didn't put much in. I put like 200 bucks in, and I got this account up to like 30, 31, 3,200 a few days ago. And then I've lost a little money on Rune, but it's okay. So yeah, what for the Dogecoin trade, I made like three grand basically. I didn't put a lot in, so I'll put a little bit in a time, try to build it, and I'll take it out. So I'll build this up to 3,500 to 4,500, and then I take out 1,000 to 2,000. Last time I did, I took out the whole 3K, and I just put it into different altcoins. So that's what I've been just kind of stacking. And then I have a few 100K in. I shouldn't say that. I have more money in crypto that I'm holding long term. So and the trading, that's why I turned on leverage, because over a weekend I can make a bit. 3K in a few days is kind of like what I can experience with Forex consistently. So that's why I like to do it with crypto, since I'm only watching crypto charts while crypto is moving. I don't want to there's such thing as over analysis, or analysis paralysis, where you're doing too much, you're looking at too many charts and you fry your brain almost. So that's why I can't do both. So anyways, let's check it here. Bitcoin USD. We on the daily, I'm going to go actually to the weekly chart. We obviously can see we hit resistance, but the thing is now we're, it's been 2 weeks and we haven't had any strong downward movement. Now these are dojis, so we have to be really careful. This level, I have the automatic fibs drawn here. So how many people are on here? Okay, 9. Yeah, some of you, I know you asked already, and I sent in Discord the access to the code for this fibs indicator. Automatically plots the Fibonacci levels. I've been using it as support and resistance. It works super good. Since there's not that many people on here, if you guys want it, DM me on Discord, and what I'll do is I'll send it to you. And if I already send it to you, or if I do send it to you, this is how you do it. You get into TradingView, you go to Pine Editor, and this is the code I'm going to send you. You'll just copy it and paste it into Pine Editor, and then you'll click Add to Chart, and then it will add it for you, and it'll show up like this, right? So for me, it just makes it easier to not draw the support and resistance levels. Sometimes I still have to draw lines because it doesn't get every line, but it's been really good. Sometimes it'll plot extra lines when it's kind of moving, but okay, beyond the point. It's been really good at spotting these support and resistance lines. So I want to add something to where it sends it out a lot farther. I got to figure out how to do that, but beyond the point, you can see very clearly how accurate it is. So see how we hit this resistance level. If we go draw a line connecting that, we can see very clearly we touched that level here, right? That was support back here. So this is just drawing it automatically for us, right? So this is the fib level. I can draw a couple of them just so you guys can see literally how accurate these fibs are. Bing. Like, look at it, automatically drew that based off of Fibonacci math, which is this level that was support here. We can see we played with it here as well, and over here. And these bottoms. Yeah, so I'm not gonna draw them all, but yeah, if you want it, once again, just message me on Discord, say, hey, send me the fibs indicator, and I can send that to you. This one does Fibonacci and Bollinger Bands though. So if you don't, I haven't changed the colors. So if you just add your own Bollinger Bands, if you want the colors different, you can just put them on top, to change the color. So anyway, okay, let's check it. Check the price action. So very clearly, like I said, we hit resistance. The thing is, we're not moving down. We've attempted multiple times. We keep touching it. And the more we test it and the longer it takes for us to move down, the more likely it is that we break through. Period. So draw a little trend line. Kind of got a little trend line here. We can see we're dipping a little bit now. We pumped a bit over the last day. So what I'm waiting for Bitcoin, I drew this green box as an area to buy. We hit it a little earlier than what I was thinking, but I'm not fully convinced that we're going to break out yet. So I still believe we could go down. This area is still where I'm looking to buy. At this point, I'm not bearish on crypto at all. I'm very bullish. And at this point, like, every dip is, to me, it's a blessing. And so what that means that when I say every dip, we have to be very cautious and very aware, and paying very close attention to what the candlesticks, what the price action is saying, because just because it's going down doesn't mean we should buy immediately. We want to make sure that we're seeing that it's slowing down, that it's stopping, that we're seeing support. And the way that I do that, and the way I teach that, is through, first of all, candlestick patterns. See these wicks? That shows that they try to push the price down and push it back up. We have another strong wick here. Tried to push the price down, they push it back up. So wicks are a powerful way candle bodies. So I'm seeing very clearly how those candles are working with each other. And then I'm also looking at small levels of support and resistance. So for instance, you see, we can draw this line here. And now to me, because on the higher time frames, it's this fib level up here. Like it's the same level for me on the higher time frames. This purple line that was automatically drawn. But on the lower time frames, obviously, there's still this extra space. So we can see very clearly this resistance here and this support here. So what I would say is just watching. If we break down below, then we're gonna want to wait to see if we break below this trend line here. We're gonna want to wait to see if we make a new low. If we go below these candlesticks here, then I'm gonna look for the next level. We obviously have a Fibonacci level here at 25K. So I think 25K is pretty likely. We can also see that was resistance back here. So with Bitcoin, to summarize, just based off of price action, if you're not already in from lower, don't buy right this moment. Okay, just you can potentially wait, but that's as a trader. Otherwise, Bitcoin will probably 10x over the next 2 years, maybe a little less than 10x. And all the rest of crypto is going to do very similar. You know, Apple, the company, is at a like 1.2 or 1.3 trillion dollar market capitalization, right? And it's a company. It's one company. And Bitcoin alone is at a half a trillion, so 500 billion. So Bitcoin is, I mean, it's the greatest digital currency right now, the one that's most adopted. One other fun fact for you guys that is the reason why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin, on crypto. Out of every transaction on Bitcoin that is less than $1,000, 80% of them are happening all throughout Africa right now. 80% of all transactions under $1,000 on Bitcoin, because first of all, they have Starlink in different areas now, so they're getting access to easier internet. Secondly, with Bitcoin, it works if you can get a node, a little satellite node, doesn't cost that much, and you can connect to the Bitcoin network separate from the internet. So if internet goes down, Bitcoin still works. Why is it being adopted so heavily in Africa? Why does this mean that Cody feels so bullish? Why do I feel like it's going to go up strong? Well, first of all, I look at patterns of nature and countries and charts and everything. It's all, the patterns repeat everywhere. And so how the tide flows in, flows out, the breath flows in, flows out, the seasons in and out, the waves in and out, right? The charts do the same. Guess what? Countries do the same. So what I'm seeing is this great shift happening of who's been the superpower of the world for a long time? The United States. Whose dollar is now, whose currency is now crashing, whose economy is starting to really struggle and inflation go crazy, seems to have reached the peak and is now in a downtrend? The United States. So we look at then on the opposite end, okay, if these large superpowers, not just the United States, a lot of European countries, look at Switzerland, been one of the financial powerhouses of the world, just had to do a $500 billion bank out of two Swiss banks, Credit Suisse and a few others, and Credit Suisse gives money to all over the world. Plus the trillions of dollars that were many hundreds of billions of bailout they're doing in the US, making taxpayers pay for. Okay, so these places are going downhill. So we don't want to buy the top. Just like at crypto, this is how I see. Let's look at Bitcoin chart real quick. When's the best time to buy Bitcoin? Is it up here? No, it's down. It's when it's down lower, right? So looking at countries, currencies, in our own life, do we want to get into something? Do we want to get into an investment when it's up? No, we want to get in when it's down. And so we look at a place like Africa, which is full of many third world countries, has been raped and pillaged for hundreds and thousands of years. Thousands, I'm not sure. Probably though, probably since Egypt. But definitely what I know and can prove, hundreds of years. And now places like this where they've been you know, so many bad things. It's horrible to think about all the horrible things that have gone on. Testing grounds, they've used Africa as testing grounds for vaccines and things. It's just horrible in India and other places. But these third world countries, with this transition we're going in the world, are on the rise. And why is Bitcoin so big in a place like Africa? It's because of this torture, this control, this raping, and this pillaging. They have controlled people's money, blocked access from getting bank accounts, from moving money around. And when just think about all the things that you're able to do with your bank account, and then also not having that, not being able to do that. How do you pay your mortgage? You know, how do you pay your rent? How do you travel? You know, how do you buy McDonald's if you do that? I wouldn't do that personally, but how do you do that? If you don't have an account, it's pretty hard. So with Bitcoin, it is banking the unbanked. Your accounts can't be frozen. Anyone can use it. You don't have to be approved. Anyone can use it. You know, you do have to get a phone, a device, something. You don't necessarily need it, but basically, but anyone can use it. And no matter what you do, you're free to transact. And there's no middleman. It's you transacting directly with the person you're transacting with. There's no middleman. There's no one to tell you can't do it. There's no one to tell you, hey, it's going to take 7 days to process. None of that. So these countries like Africa, you know, you get people who are like, well, Bitcoin is old. You know, there's things that are more efficient and faster. And yes, I do agree there are blockchains that are more efficient, more faster, but there's nothing more decentralized. And there's no blockchain out there, there's no crypto out there that has more adoption than Bitcoin does. So when I look at the idea of what's going to be the new reserve currency, I don't know if it'll be adopted by countries. Maybe it already is by all the countries. I mean, but Bitcoin, because third world countries in Africa, third world countries like Brazil, here in Guatemala, El Salvador, all these countries, so many of them are using Bitcoin, and it is saving their people. And so because of that, these people are getting used to using this currency as their normal everyday currency, just like all of us have been used to using US dollars for everything we do, right? So they're getting used to Bitcoin, and they're getting used to it fast. And so that means to me, these countries, just looking at charts, the things that are down, those things are going to be in the next 50, 100, 200 years, the things that will be the new powers of the world. And I look at the perfect example of this is El Salvador. I don't know if you know, I've talked about it. You guys may have heard me, but El Salvador now has, because of all the money flooding into El Salvador from all the Bitcoiners that are going there, because they offer zero taxes. They offer, Bitcoin is the local currency. So you can literally use your Bitcoin day to day to buy your groceries. Once again, McDonald's has to accept it. I wouldn't personally eat McDonald's if I were you, but you can, and I used to. But you can use Bitcoin to buy your Big Mac. Okay, so what I'm getting at also is, since people have flown, like a ton of people flowing into El Salvador because of the zero taxes thing, they're having more money to do things. People are investing into Bitcoin bonds and all that, and their crime rate, they've been putting tons and tons and tons of money and resources into lowering the crime rate. The US and Canada has a higher crime rate than El Salvador. And this is now for a year going. So, and that's just going to keep improving. So more people are funneling and flooding there. So what I'm getting at is this is also why I personally have moved towards Central America. I see that where this in the United States where I was born, it's kind of on a decline. Things are crazy there. Politics, all that stuff I don't really care about. So I'm, instead of trying to go to places and change the old world, change the DNA, I'm just going to go to the places that are already building the new world and empowering others to do so. It's a lot easier. And then once that's done and built and the systems are consistent, it's going to be easier to go back and say, hey, you know, I know you guys have been failing, but look at these systems that are working, and we can implement those. But to try to do that right now in the US, it's horrible. They're attacking crypto left and right, because the US government, all governments know that crypto takes their power away, which is what we deserve. We deserve to, as a human race, have equity and equality and not be controlled by others just because of the money we use or something. So anyways, Bitcoin tangent, guys. I'm not sponsored by Bitcoin. I wish, right? But Bitcoin's not a company. No one can sponsor it. It's freedom. Bitcoin equals freedom. And if you don't see it and your friends don't see it, one day you will. And you look back, you'll be like, hey, Cody told me Bitcoin is freedom. And now it's at $2 million. I should have got some when it was at 30K. Sheesh. Right. But anyway, back to the price action. The people sponsor, exactly. Yeah, we all together. Big some Elizabeth Warren, she's a politician. I don't know where or what, but she was on the news the other day and she was like, yeah, Bitcoin's bad because it's only backed by belief. There's nothing that backs it. What is the US dollar backed by? Not gold, not anything valuable. So the US dollar is also backed by belief. Many people believe and you trust, okay, I can pay someone, I can use this money, this US dollar money to go use it, pay for something else myself. So what I'm getting at is, the reason why people still use these older currencies is because we've been trained to use it. And so we realize that these old systems, they don't work. They take from the people who might have less and give to the people who already have a lot. And we're here for the more equal, right, equitable systems. So it's just simply getting used to using Bitcoin. In the US, hard to do it. I'll say you can find Bitcoin ATMs here and there. It's just a pain. But I can go down the street and I can buy a milkshake and just send them Bitcoin straight from my phone. I can also go to the ATM. I can send Bitcoin and it comes faster. The cash comes out faster than my regular ATM. I don't have to put a pin. I don't do any of that crap. I just scan the QR, send the Bitcoin, and the cash comes out. So yeah, I saw this sketch reel about heads on the $20 bill. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of symbology with the money too, and even the symbol of the S with the line through it is super, like, it's like a magic symbol, and yeah, it's all crap. So Bitcoin's not that. Bitcoin, and I'm wide open to other, better technological advancement, something that's better than Bitcoin, especially as a trader. Like, I'm not tied to Bitcoin because it's Bitcoin. I am a Bitcoin believer because it is the most advanced progression of a decentralized economy that we have that exists today. And the most secure, never been hacked, and it's impossible to hack, so yeah. What are the charts doing? So on that note, right now I just kind of wait for Bitcoin as a trader. If you don't have any, make sure you have some, for sure, for the long term. There's definitely some breakouts that have happened. Let me draw some magic lines for you. That one's not the best, but you can see here a bit. This is an initial breakout. We can also draw this line here.
As you're drawing, I kind of have a question about like Bitcoin. I know that like there's like a cap on it, and eventually it's that's enough and that's it. But like, could we just do like another Bitcoin? Is that possible to like not necessarily like a reset, but like what if they just started like from zero again?
Yeah, so what the cap means is that here we go. Here it shows that there's 19 million Bitcoin in circulation. There's only going to be 21 million. What compare this to the US dollar. Why, like, inflation is the biggest problem with rotting our money away, because they just keep printing more and more and more, and the more there is of something, the less valuable it is. So the reason why it's important to keep that cap of Bitcoin at 21 million is because that cures any inflation problems. So inflation cannot happen with Bitcoin. And matter of fact, since there are some people who, just like people lose their wallets and stuff, people sometimes lose their Bitcoin, or they fall for scams, right? But there's Bitcoin also leaving the system. Sometimes that's inaccessible. So technically it's deflating. So what that is that doesn't mean that, oh, once there's 21 million, now we don't have any. There's always buying and selling going on, just like buying and selling, like stocks and things. But Bitcoin isn't really a stock. And so we can also, with Bitcoin, what they do, they plan for mass adoption. If you think about it, 21 million is not a lot of coins, which is good, but they have divided Bitcoin. If you actually use Cash App, you can make this setting to where, I'm going to show you guys really quick. Let me stop sharing just so I can show you on a bigger screen. On Cash App, if you go to the home in the bottom right, you can click Bitcoin, and you can see how for me it says 0 sats. So a sat stands for Satoshi, who is the anonymous creator of Bitcoin. Probably it could be a group, it could be an individual, no one knows. It could be the freaking CIA, who knows? Who cares? Because it works. That's what matters. Sats are 8 zeros after the decimal point. So it's like breaking it down into a smaller fraction. And so I sent someone, I think I sent like $1,000 yesterday in Bitcoin to someone, and it came out to be like 34 million sats, for instance. So in that case, that's the plan for long term, is to use these where it'd almost be like similar to $1. So pretty cool. And I think that, when it comes to the rest of crypto, like most of my crypto trading, like if I'm investing into something, it's going to be to get more Bitcoin. But that doesn't take away that I think that there's so many use cases for different cryptocurrencies. Like Ethereum, you can build a blockchain based website, or market or whatever. So that's something that you can't really do on Bitcoin. Well, sort of. One thing that's come out recently that a lot of people don't know about is that, I mean, everyone knows about NFTs, but what everyone thought was that NFT drops were impossible to do on Bitcoin. And so everyone's like, yeah, Bitcoin, you can't do that. And that's why Ethereum is necessary. And this is why Bitcoin's going to die. Well, this NFT drop, DeGods, they were really, really big on Ethereum and other places, but they did a whole Bitcoin only drop of NFTs. And I want to try to find specifically, I posted about it actually in the Discord a while ago, and we can see actually, let's see, Bitcoin NFT, see if we can find that. NFT.
So it's for like inflation purposes that we're not going to see it like that, but starting a new coin would be kind of like the equivalent of like having like a new country and you're just starting fresh.
Yeah, basically, exactly. It's just like another currency, and so instead of, what if we all just use the same currency? And Bitcoin's very liquid. Like there's always someone sending Bitcoin somewhere, just like the US dollar. It's really easy to get US dollars, at least get them in your bank account. Like you know that if you were to send it, like, or if you were to buy something, like someone's ready to receive it, and also someone's ready to spend it. Bitcoin, that's what the idea of an economy is, and why Bitcoin hasn't been fully adopted yet is because not everyone can use it everywhere, but at all time, like in the beginning, it's going to be, a lot of people are calculating the Bitcoin they have in US dollars, but eventually it's going to be, I have, 1,000 sats or 10,000 sats, which might be eventually equivalent to $1 with how much they're printing. Right now, I said it's 1,000. Let's look at this actually. USD versus Bitcoin chart. Or we can go USD versus sats. Okay, it used to be able to. So right now, 1 sat is equal to this much of a penny. So with inflation, you used to be able to, here we go, historical price. So we can go to all. And you can see at the very top of Bitcoin, 1 sat was worth 0.000688, which is 3 times what we are now, or a little bit more than 2 times what we are now. But 1 sat is 0.000281 USD. So as this increases, so 1 USD is 3,500 sats. I firmly believe that because of inflation, that one day 1 USD will equal 1 sat, which is a decimal of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So we can split it up right now pretty easily. I don't know if it shows Bitcoin. Yeah, it kind of shows here. So anyways, you can do more on crypto. I was going to share that Bitcoin does a lot. The other cool thing that Bitcoin is doing is there's a decentralized social media being built and used called Nostr. Nostr is being built on top of Bitcoin. Media has developed into a key way of information flows around the world. Unfortunately, our current social media systems are broken. Use your attention to sell ads, use bizarre techniques to keep you addicted, decides what content to show you based on a secret algorithm that you can't inspect or change, has complete control over who can participate and who is censored, is overrun with spam and bots. So this makes it completely decentralized, gets rid of all the issues. I have a Noster client. It's very early, so there's not like a lot of people on there. But if you want to check it out, to try it out, this is literally social media built on Bitcoin. So information can travel, everything. The iPhone app, there's a different app for Android,
Oh,
but
they even have an app already on for iPhone. If they already have that, they're good.
so their app for iPhone is called Damus, Damus. So they tried to make like a play on it, Nostradamus. So
Oh my gosh.
and it looks very similar to Twitter, like very, very similar. And the biggest difference is that it's completely decentralized, so that first of all the code is able to be seen. People vote on what's to be created, and people who are notable people who are working on this. One person is Jack Dorsey, who is the creator of Twitter. He's going hard on contributing to Bitcoin, and making this decentralized stuff. So yeah, I have it. There's not much going on. Everyone on there really is like most of them are Bitcoin developers. But it's dope. It's really cool. So the decentralization is the way that we're going. Wish to bring back the Atlantis Fund. This is why it's so important, because Atlantis will allow us to kind of decentralize our economy, our banking system, even if it's on a small level. So yeah, short term, don't buy Bitcoin this moment if you're a trader. Long term, of course, like we're good. We're in a good spot. What I would say is either let it break up above or break down below and see some support. Pay close attention to the Discord channel. If you're not in Discord, get in there, because I'm sharing all of it all the time. In the crypto chat, we have not just me. There's a lot of awesome people who are also into crypto, posting trades pretty consistently. And in the trading chat as well, we got different stock trades being posted, all that. So on top of that, if you're here on the live stream and you don't know how to trade, start here. We created a whole intro course for you. Okay, so check it out. Teaches you exactly what to do, how to do it. You should have gotten an email when you signed up for Atlantis. Sometimes it goes to spam, but that's okay. And what else? Oh yeah, yesterday, crypto news. I posted the next investment. You got to scroll up a little bit. Wait, where is that? Yeah, Akash. You don't have to scroll up that much. Akash is the next one. I believe this will go 25x. They're doing decentralized cloud computing. So for people who want computing, you can go to this website, and in a decentralized way, you can pay someone else for the service. And you're just transacting direct, and you can have a ton of computing power. So who does this compete with? This competes with Amazon Cloud Computing Services, or Amazon Cloud Services, ACS, the largest. Most websites are built on and hosted on Amazon or Google servers. Even like GoDaddy and stuff hosts on, it's Amazon Web Services, AWS. That's what it is, AWS, right? Yep. AmazonAWS.com. So, or maybe not. Amazon Web Services, though, if you want to check out. But yeah, they're making a decentralized version of that. So Akash is amazing. They've been building through the whole bear run. They've been consistent. I've had this is on my radar in late 2020, early 2021. And it went up. It went up to like $5 at that time, or $7, I think. And right now it's at something like, let's go find out. Bing, 30 cents. So it'll easily, I firmly believe it'll go to a new high one day. But 25x, to me is getting that up to like that's the high that it was previously at. So looks good. Have you read The Secret Destiny of America? No, I haven't.
I'll show you it.
Okay.
I have, but I haven't read it yet.
Okay, cool.
I want to see if my camera's going the right way.
Interesting. It looks really cool. Who's the author?
thought of it because you were talking the symbolism.
Yeah. Oh, that's by Manly P. Hall.
Huh.
Wow.
Mhm.
Manly P. Hall is a great, very
Yeah.
great human. He's no longer alive, I think, but yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Manly P. Hall
Yeah.
is a philosopher. He was also an occultist. An occult is it has negative connotations with the word, but it just means secret knowledge and studying secret knowledge. And so yeah, he's got a lot of great stuff. Thanks for sharing that, Shani.
Yeah. I
I'll
thought
take
you might find that interesting because I think you told me you like him. So
Yeah, yeah. He's got some, you can find some lectures of his on YouTube, and it's old, it's like from the 50s or something. And so it's kind of dry and the language is hard to understand, but he speaks some truth, some deep wisdom. So yeah, and books like that, this is just a sign of the times. Like we're moving to a new world because this knowledge, like Manly P. Hall, for instance, all his books were not available publicly just 10 years ago. 10, I guess it'd be like 12 or 15 years ago. But now they're available. So it's really cool. It's really, really cool. We're in a good place. So I have to go get ready. We actually have a photo shoot. Mostly Mia has a photo shoot, but I got invited to play in a role. There's this awesome hotel here, Hotel Airbnb, and it's called Baba Yaga. And it was the first place we stayed at in here before we moved here. It was last August. And so cool. Wide open window of the lake. I have you can see on my Instagram some drone footage of me like kind of zooming out for myself. There's wide open bathroom, super private, but it's like out open air. But yeah, they want to do a photo shoot with Mia, and then they're gonna give us a few nights to stay in exchange. So it's pretty cool.
That's nice, especially with like the power going out occasionally.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, it'll be good. So you guys might see me streaming sometime this week or something in a different spot, but yeah, I'm gonna go get ready. I appreciate your guys' time. I know we didn't flow through charts heavy, but all crypto is kind of in the same spot. Let me just summarize with where should we put your money? First of all, Bitcoin is pumped. So what I'm doing is I've been just loading up on Rune. Rune pumped pretty strong yesterday. So those of you guys that were buying over the last, month or two that I've been talking about it, you're up decent. But also I bought some, I have some that I bought up here, some that I bought down here. I'm looking at this long term. So, but same as Bitcoin, as a trader, you don't want to buy right this moment, but soon, or if you're looking long term though, you definitely get in now. Another huge one, Solana. When Solana breaks out, and to me it's this orange line. When we see Solana start to get to $22-$23, it's gonna go up to like $30 to $50 really fast. So I've been loading up on that one. It's tried to go down. You can see it went down here, came up strong, came down, and it's just been staying. It hasn't been able to go down strong. So to me, this is a sign that there's a lot of buying pressure, a lot of people that are looking to get it around this price. So I've started buying, and I'm fully aware that things can go down, and I'm ready and I'm prepared if it goes down even 50%. I think at this point though, it's not likely, yeah, I think we're definitely in a bull run. So we'll see. And as a trader, we can always change the bias. What I would say is if we go below 25K on Bitcoin, then let's watch. I would expect maybe somewhere around 22,000. But I just don't feel like we're gonna break that low. There's just too much going on in the world right now. So yeah, okay. It's a good little summary. As always, reach out if you have any questions. Stay tuned in the Discord. And one last thing I'm going to say is if you're on here, if you aren't a profitable trader yet, we're starting to build the software for our trading team. And we have plenty of people, investors who are ready to throw money at us to trade, but I want it to be decentralized completely. So we're doing this the right way. If you feel called to trading and you want to take it to the highest level, in about a week and a half, we're starting we're starting the coaching for the Ascended Trader 2.0. We're guaranteeing that you'll get to profitability in 90 days. 90 days, because we need you. We need people who are profitable who can contribute to this trading team. And so I brought on a bunch of partners for the people who are contributing. And we're going to teach deep NLP. I have an NLP master practitioner, my friend Jace, who's going to teach how to deeply program the subconscious mind powerfully. We have Keon, who's going to go into fibs. I'm going to go deep into the secret stuff that I've never taught before, inside when it comes to the subconscious and energy cultivation mostly. And then we got, you guys know Amala, he's going to be helping a ton with sharing the charts, sharing how to get funded. So it's really powerful. We got a solid, super solid group, but we need more profitable traders. If you're already trading and you're profitable, reach out to me and let's chat and let's start to game plan. But otherwise, if you're not there and you want to take this to the highest level, we need you to be free first. You got to be making your own money consistently before starting to contribute to building the systems that help others. So anyway, that's all I got. So reach out. You can send me a message on Instagram or Discord, wherever. But okay, I'm gonna go get ready. Appreciate you guys. All the love, all your time, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.